Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Living Divinity. For those who are here, thank you so much. Those who have subscribed, thank you very much. And those who have done the subscribing and they're hitting the like button and making comments, thank you very, very much. And I say that without all of you, there's no need for me to be here. So you are my purpose to help you along, to give you maybe different perspectives, to tell you the things I've gone through that that were really damaging to my life, and how I healed. And it really has to do with opening my heart to God and asking Him to take over on my life, and I surrender all control to Him. And it's not something we could just do and say in a moment's notice, right? We have to work on that. We have to keep applying ourselves. We have to keep elevating. The closer we get to God spiritually, the more protection it seems like we have, and the less backpedaling that we will do to ourselves. Okay, so just stay focused and choose you, love yourself more, and ask God to come into your heart. Okay, so I want to thank all of you again, and I'd like to thank God for this platform. Okay, so I'm going to start by reading out of the Bible, and it's Proverbs 8, Wisdom's Call. Does not wisdom call out? Does not understanding raise her voice? On the heights along the way, where the paths meet, she takes her stand. Beside the gate leading into the city, at the entrances she cries aloud. To you, all men, I call out. I raise my voice to all mankind. You who are simple, gain prudence. You who are foolish, gain understanding. Listen, for I have worthy things to say. I open my lips to speak what is right. My mouth speaks what is true. For my lips detest wickedness. All the words of my mouth are just. None of them is crooked or perverse. To the discerning of all them are right. They are faultless to those who have knowledge. Choose my instruction instead of silver, knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing you desire can compare with her. I, wisdom, dwell together with prudence. I possess knowledge and discretion. To fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior and perverse speech. Counsel and sound judgment are mine. I have understanding and power. By me kings reign, and rulers make laws that are just. By me princes govern, and all nobles who rule on earth. I love those who love me, and those who seek me find me. With me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity. My fruit is better than fine gold. What I yield surpasses choice silver. I walk in the way of righteousness along the paths of justice, bestowing wealth on those who love me and making their treasures full. The Lord brought me forth as the first of his works, before his deed of old. I was appointed from eternity, from the beginning, before the world began. Where there were no oceans, I was given birth. When there are no springs abounding with water, before the mountains were settled in place, before the hills I was given birth, before he made the earth or its fields or any of the dust of the world. I was there when he set the heavens in place, when he marked out the horizon on the face of the deep, when he established the clouds above and fixed securely the fountains of the deep, when he gave the sea its boundary, so the waters would not overstep his command, and when he marked out the foundations of the earth. Then I was the craftsman at his side. I was filled with delight day after day, rejoicing always in his presence, rejoicing in his whole world, and delighting in mankind. Now then, my sons, listen to me. Blessed are those who keep my ways. Listen to my instruction and be wise. Do not ignore it. Blessed is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my doors, waiting at my doorway. For whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. But whoever fails to find me harms himself. All who hate me love death. Okay, that's the whole book of Proverbs 8. Okay. So I would say that there are times when God, Jesus, will call out to you. The Spirit will call you to get on your path, to find out who you are, to, get into your inner child and heal yourself, and to love yourself, and to forgive yourself of your past transgressions, and to move forward with an open heart of love to everyone you are able to share that with. And, being caring and nurturing and loving. And you seek everything that is good, because if you seek bad, you'll find it, right? What you seek will seek you. So seek the glory of God. Acceptance of Jesus' role here on earth, and the good things he did, and realize that he didn't just hang out with kings and high officials. He hung out with people, normal people, everyday people, people of all walks of life, and he treated them all the same, and he had the unconditional love. Okay. So moving forward, we have miracles now. Stillness is the key to success. So being still is figuring everything out and getting it up and running before you even speak a word to anyone about it. Me, I'm guilty of not doing that. And in my mind, I had hope for it's kind of like a group to gather together, that we all share our ideas, and when we implement things as a whole, and how things would go, and who would be, first in charge, second in charge, blah, 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 blah. We'd all have to put in time and maybe a little bit of money, but it would be a shared thing. And people just, when they can't see your vision, it's hard for them to buy into it, So understanding that is one thing. Understanding that even if people did see it as a good idea, you're not in the group in a certain way, so they cast out anything that you would want, right? They say you're crazy. They say you're never going to make it. You're never going to do it. It's faulty. You're faulty, or whatever it is that they say. So it's better if you just do it on your own. And when it comes to fruition, when it starts generating, generating people coming to the site, generating funds, generating, feedbacks, all those things that the tarot readers ask you to do, it benefits them. It's a benefit to say, hey, I have 142 followers, and all of them hit the like button because they come to my page and they listen to what I have to say, and if they find just a slight amount of value in there, and it keeps them coming back to hear more, then it would be like a even exchange, right? Because my time is money, And I don't really ask for money. I do ask for donations, but it's not anything where I'm saying, well, I'm going to block you, and I'm going to block you, and I'm going to block you if you don't donate to me. That's not the way a donation is anyways. But, you know, and again, in time I want to have product for people to purchase. And, you know, I have some ideas, and it's just keeping it on the hush-hush until I bring it to fruition. Just different things that I could add on to have a source of income. So stillness is the key to success in the way that you don't really want you want your lips to stay silent about it until you put it all together. And if it takes, sometimes you might give yourself say like a 3-month time frame. You know, you have to go with the flow. You have to go and say, well, you know, I really wanted 90 days, but, you know, I had this hiccup, and I had that obstacle, and I had this, and I had that, and it pushed me back 3 more months. It doesn't really matter how much time. What matters is how you're applying your time to get it up and running, and what efforts are being made, and what things that you didn't think about are now appearing, and how are you handling making those adjustments. So it really is a lot of things that could go wrong, and there's a lot of things that could go right. It has to do with your perseverance. It has to do with your integrity. It has to do with, of course, your funding. It has to do with your thought process, where you're at. It has to do with, you know, are you balanced? Do you really have something to offer someone else? And everybody does. They just don't really know. You know, they don't recognize that if you know about stones and rocks. Well, if you're teaching a class about stones and rocks, and I have interest in there, of course I'm going to want to listen to you. I'm going to want to go with you where you go to choose these rocks, and I'm going to want to learn what's a turquoise and what's a jade, and what, you know, the different stones, right? So the stillness is the key to success. And maybe it's even the stillness is when you're contemplating things. You're in a quiet place. You don't have anyone interrupting your thoughts, and you know, you're putting the pieces of the puzzle together in your mind. So it could be that as well. And if you have any other ideas, please share that in the comments, and I'd be interested to knowing a different perspective, okay? Next we have the mermaids, and we have awareness. Being aware. Being aware of everything around you. Being aware of how you hold yourself. Do you hold yourself in a way that suggests that you have integrity? Or do you carry yourself in a way that says something different, right? Integrity is really important. And self-love is very important. And self-respect. So it's respect, love, integrity. You know, there's a lot of other good ones, but I would say those are probably maybe the best 3. Okay, use your intuition to become more aware of what's going on around you at this time. It could also be time to look under that rock. This mermaid wants you to know that it's time to ground yourself and become more aware. Your senses may be heightened at this time. Being aware of potential scenarios can aid you as you swim through calm or troubled waters. Notice the details as you float through your life. Your awareness is a beautiful and natural gift that can offer insights even before a situation has fully revealed itself. Clairvoyants and mediums have a heightened sense of awareness on the earthly and spiritual planes. Perhaps you're developing your sixth sense. If so, this card confirms it's the correct path for you, and that your gift is heightened your gift of heightened awareness can benefit others as well as yourself. Meditation is a wonderful way to enhance your awareness. When you meditate, it can help to put you in a place of enhanced feeling and seeing on many levels. So you automatically become more aware, developing your perception by meditating with awareness as your intention and focus. When you become more aware, you tend to notice things you may otherwise not have seen. Awareness can also help you to foresee any potential challenges in life, thereby enabling you to take action to avert certain circumstances. There might be someone around you who could benefit by becoming more aware. They or you could be too close to a situation to see it clearly. Therefore, consciously focusing on awareness will help them or you to see the situation from a place of heightened perception. So sometimes you could tell somebody, it's like, I'll give you an example. When I worked at Lowe's, I started out at the return desk, and that's the second time I worked at Lowe's, because first I worked at the Little Lowe's, and they made me receiving manager for a bit, but then life happened and I decided to go back to California. Anyways, I ended up back in Delaware, and I went to the new Lowe's, and the same admin girl, she hired me, so I worked at the return desk for 6 months, and then I went to the service desk as just an associate. Then I went into the money room, so I was working directly in admin, and I had to account for all the the daily tills. And then after that, I came out. Where did I go from there? Oh, I did some human resources work. Oh, then I went back to receiving. Then I went to the millwork department. Then I went to appliances. Then I left and went to Home Depot. But during that time, there was a new girl working at the return desk. And when I saw her, I don't know, she just didn't look, she looked like she had something to hide, or she looked like, she just didn't look regular to me. And someone who looks regular to me is someone who, sometimes you look at someone, they're either a thief or there's something, right? That there's something that's not normal. Okay, so it turned out, I remember seeing her and saying, "Oh, you work the return desk now?" And they're like, "Yeah, I like it okay," and blah, 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 just a little bit of conversation. And then it turns out that her boyfriend worked in the garden center, so he had a little lunchbox or something, and he would take things from the store into his lunchbox, and he would take it out of the store. And then he would do the return with her. And at that time, they were doing returns with just cash back. There was, if you didn't have a receipt and it was a certain amount of money, they would just give you all cash back. So I guess loss prevention had noticed the same guy. Why does the same guy come? He comes to see the same girl, and he does return, and she gives him cash. So they started doing their little audits. So say if he was returning a pair of gloves for $7. So they would probably, what they did was they said, "Oh, okay, he's saying he's returning a pair of gloves." They already have the item number, because you got to have the item number to issue the amount of money. So then they do the inventory. They go count the item, right? And now all of a sudden it has a +1. Like, say if they just had inventory, right? If the system said there was 7, they went to the shelf, there was 7. But now this guy's returning a pair of gloves, and now it's saying the inventory's +1. Like, they really should only have 7, but now somehow they have an extra one. So, they watch the guy for a while, and then they see the guy and the girls going out for lunch. they see that they're, after they get off work, some days they go in the same car together, whatever it may be, right? So that's how they ended up catching him, was, of course, anybody who's anybody knows there's cameras like throughout. And so, you know, if you don't really care about your job, if you think you're smarter than everybody else, then you would try that. And if you don't have any integrity for your own self, you'll just try whatever. And they learned the hard way that it wasn't worth it, right? So let me see what else we have. Oh boy. I bought some blueberries the other day. So I guess most people put them in like muffins or pancakes or something. But I just like to eat them straight. So as well, I like to see what their the health benefits are for it. Okay, so the benefits are: blueberries contain vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that provide notable health benefits. For example, blueberries are rich in vitamin K, which helps promote heart health. The vitamin is also important in bone health and blood clotting. Blueberries are one of the best natural sources of antioxidants. So, I like to read up on things like that because it just makes me more aware of what I can eat to improve my health. So, I'm curious what it would do to my my sugar level, but it's natural sugars. So, it should be a good thing. I think in a couple of weeks I'll be having my 90-day blood work again. Next we have divine feather. And here's the feather. And the bird is the pheasant. So now that we have all this internet at our fingertips, it really is good to know what you're eating and how to eat better. Okay, the pheasant. A modern pheasant is a larger bird that dwells in the hedges, brush, and grassy areas. First traced back to an area in Greece near the Phasis River, from which they derived their name. They are now considered a domesticated bird. For this reason, they have a symbolic association with family, life, and fertility. Their long tail feathers, commonly called plumes, are associated with sexuality, fertility, creativity, and the expression of this energy. Pheasants' feathers are varied in stripes, tapering in size, and are generally warm in coloration. These traits are also associated with feathering the nest or creating a vibrant, comfortable home life. The message. This divine messenger strolls in to share the gifts of renewed creativity and fertility in all aspects. Have you lost interest in satisfying and fertile home life? With its warm colors and beautiful plumes, pheasant reminds us how important it is to have a place that feels harmonious and supportive. Not only do these energies enhance deeper connections with the partner, but they also provide fertile ground for creativity. Sexual energy is the creative force that manifests in many ways. It can generate new life in physical form or fuel creativity in projects and ideas. This may be an area you've neglected while busy working on other aspects in your life. Now is the time to stop and direct attention to your methods of connecting and creating. The energies: creativity, fertility, sexuality. The season is all year round. The element is air and earth. The color is brown, white, and cream. The affirmation: I am vibrant, vital, creative, and alive. Really are pretty birds. Okay, had to let some air in. Next, your soul purpose. And we have the journalist, Zebra Jasper. The affirmation: I observe life from a higher perspective. Guidance and information flows through me. I am discerning, objective, and practical in all areas of my life. Let's see, journalism, under investigation. Are you proficient in objective observation? In other words, can you release judgment and look at the facts without bias? On any given day, we are challenged to look at the situations we encounter in life without judgment to make the best choice and take the most helpful actions. A journalist, typically writing for a new reporting business, is called to investigate and gather information and report without adding a personal slant, opinion, or filter. When the journalist and Zebra Jasper card is pulled, use it as a reminder to not take anything at face value. Do your research and look deeper into a situation at hand. Take time to clearly contemplate and think through the matter. The solution will be revealed, but be sure you have all the information you need. It can also be assigned to write your thoughts in a journal. Writing is a key factor in uncovering information. Mental clarity is imperative. Sorry about that. I had to turn the heater off. Okay. It says, take time to clearly contemplate and think about the matter. The solution will be revealed, but be sure you have all the information you need. It can also be assigned to write your thoughts in a journal. Writing is a key factor in uncovering information. Mental clarity is imperative. Use Zebra Jasper with the intention of gathering, assessing, and reporting your findings on events or issues without bias. Zebra's Jasper key phrase is, it's black and white. Use this supportive gemstone to amplify your ability to steer clear of gray areas and strictly report the facts. Work with this black and white stone when you are feeling ambiguous about your emotions in order to get a handle on your own personal truth. This gemstone is an amulet. As a totem, the zebras can help you become aware of when you might need to create an illusion or camouflage yourself the way zebras do in a herd. This energy can create a shield of protection around the investigative reporter. Zebra Jasper is an excellent stone to have on hand if you want to feel safe. So, it says, record your thoughts and observations without bias. Sort through the details, remain open to various opinions. But you still have to do your own research to clarify your facts, right? And you really have to discern. Like if you're asking other people what they saw, and you know, one situation could happen you have 5 different people, they could have all came in on different parts of that happening, and they're all going to have their own idea of what the story really is, right? Native spirit answering the call. So I think we had another card that referenced, it wasn't in the Bible, answering the call. Okay. You've been called. If you've been waiting for your life to shift, the waiting is over. Your true and authentic life is happening. If you've been hoping for a sign, this is it. Right now, your spirit guides, ancestors, and loved ones who have passed on are sending you messages. Love and healing. You've been called, and a gateway is opening for communications from the spiritual realms. Now and in the days ahead, signs from spirit will be all around you. Watch for them. Your native spirit wants you to know indigenous people look to the clouds, the winds, and the movement of animals to discern the secret message from the Creator. In native traditions, life is ruled by signs. Right now, your spirit helpers are telling you that this is your time. The wait is over. Sometimes we spend so much time waiting for life to happen that we miss the joy in the moment. Cherish the here and now, and know that no matter what concerns you may have in the deepest sense, you are ready. Believe, follow the signs, and miracles will abound. Your time is now. The journey, look for the signs. They are all around you. The feather that alights at your feet, the penny that mysteriously appears, or the rainbow splashed across the sky may be a sign that Spirit is trying to get your attention. Watch your dreams. Messages from Spirit are often conveyed in the nocturnal hours. So, if you're being called to answer the call, well, don't you think you should answer it? Anyways, I wanted to see if I can pull up any of these crazy pictures I have. Which I don't know if it's going to be on this phone or not. Let's see. Gallery maybe. Items. Here's a picture I took. That's the water tower in town. Love the water tower. Anyways, I have some other pictures. I have one that looks like a workout guy, right, holding up a big heart. I have one like that. Then I have one actually. I think I took a picture of the sun, and then below it there was a blue cross. Then I have another one that's a picture of an angel dropping out from the sun. I say it's dropping out from the sun because where the angel's feet are, it looks like the light was connecting to the sun. And yeah, I get a lot of signs. I've seen all kinds of cool things. And you know, sometimes it's for me, sometimes it's for someone else. But okay, moving forward, animal messages. And we have the butterfly. The beautiful butterfly that when it flaps its wings, it can move the air all the way around the world. The flap, right? The flap of the wings. What they say. getting close. There we go. Delight in life and embrace change as the source of your creativity. As iridescent wings unfurl from a hard chrysalis, change incarnate, the butterfly is born. Some cross raging oceans, their apparent fragility belying their strength and endurance. Some sip the flower's sweet nectar for only a day, but all dance. The butterfly arrives to remind you to delight in life, to take time to experience what you love, and to embrace the changes she brings as the source of your own creativity. Through kindness and tenderness, you will attain your goals. Okay. So we got through those in a semi-timely manner, 35 minutes. Now we are going to get into the Psychic Tarot. And I've already pre-shuffled them, but I'm going to shuffle them some more. The bottom is Patience. Okay. So I've been single since December of 2019. Someone said sign up on the dating apps. I think I signed up on one of them, and I don't know, I just got like hit with so many, not like a terrible amount, but I don't know. I just kind of wanted to surf and see what I could see, but I didn't really want to engage. So that's what I'm experiencing with my Facebook. So I have like almost 5,000 friends, and a lot of the men want to talk to me in the DMs, or they want me to add them for my friend list. And you know, sometimes they call me, and I'm just not really ready to be, you know, I kind of feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just looking at it the wrong way. I just feel like new meat, you know. I'm somebody that they haven't known, that for whatever reason they feel intrigued, they want to get to know me. One guy, he's in Sacramento. That's like at least a 4-hour drive. I would say somewhere around a 4-hour drive. And he mentioned I should come and visit him. That's like, wow, that's a long ways to go for a day trip. In other words, I wouldn't have any intentions on spending the night, even if I did entertain that. And I probably wouldn't entertain it because I don't know him well enough to do that. Okay, so the truth came out. Okay, so I'll leave that out. I'm going to do a couple more shuffles. So, Spirit, are you here to tell us that the truth is coming out? People are seeing the truth for what it is. When I speak about people being ostracized, I speak about that because I know firsthand. I know underhanded ostracizing, and then outright ostracizing. Underhanded is when it's all discussed while you're not around, and they talk to you or don't talk to you. Like if they don't talk to you or don't really have much to say, they're happy that you're sitting back saying nothing, because obviously your light is bothering their spirit, right? Their spirit is like lower than yours. You know, you don't get to choose where you're at, right? If you carry yourself a certain way, that's just how you carry yourself. That's how you were born. That's how you made it through life. That's what makes you feel comfortable. And people judge you for weird stuff like that. When, I don't know, I've never actually found anybody I was like totally jealous of. I mean, maybe my first husband, the way he gawked at other women and stuff like that. That really bothered me, but it wasn't the woman, it was my husband. Get it? And so, I kind of feel like when he lost me, he knew what he lost. And especially the things that he did that I forgave him for. Anyway, sometimes people just don't know what they have till they don't have it anymore, right? Okay, so stand your grounds at the bottom, and I'm going to begin at the top. But let me do stand your ground first, because that's at the bottom, and I don't want to pull any cards off the bottom. Stand your ground. This card comes at a time when you're being tested and challenged. There may be fierce competition and potential rivals surrounding you in your personal or business life, but know that you have the strength and inner courage to stand your ground. No matter how hard or formidable things may appear, do not surrender or give up the control you have. Be brave and stay true to your core life values and belief system, which are your best allies and will help you move forward. It's important to remain clear and focused, for you may have to stand alone and defeat your convictions to the end. Or defend your convictions to the end. Sorry about that. Maintain your health and stay strong so that you have an ample supply of energy to endure anything, as this could be a long and arduous yet ultimately hard-won victory. Okay, so truth is a major arcana. That's a 20. The qualities of this card illustrate spiritual awakening, clarity, the revelation of truth, and cosmic consciousness. At times it takes a wake-up call to get your attention and show how far you need to go. This card comes forth to do just that. Evaluation of the past, along with the lessons that you've learned or still need to understand, must now be a top priority. Doing so will enable you to forgive, accept, and heal so that you can move forward in a balanced spiritual mindset. The Truth card reminds you that a significant change must be made in a certain area of your life, but don't make any hasty decisions. Take your time, for any choices or alterations must be weighed and evaluated with the most careful and wisest of judgments. Whatever steps you take now will have far-reaching consequences more than you ever know. Using the powers of the universe and blending them with a little help from the physical world will assist you in bringing about clarity and a shift of awareness. What was once not obvious will now be realized and understood. Be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true. This is the Judgment card. Okay. So let's see what our next card is. New beginnings. Taking the leap of faith. That's the first of the major arcanas. Each and every journey begins with the all-important first step. When this card presents itself in your reading, it's confirming that it's time for you to take a brave leap of faith. But be prepared as you do so. This card represents that a great new adventure is awaiting you. It usually shows up when there's a significant inner change happening within you. By selecting this card, it's a sign that those important choices are needed and are about to be made and should be carefully pondered as you proceed with wisdom, thought, and care. Life is constantly trying to nudge and move you forward. At times it can be daunting when you're faced with a new adventure or direction. Therefore, it calls for inner belief and courage as you take that leap of faith and step into the unknown. During this time, don't be alarmed if you feel lost or even confused. Most people are afraid of change and play it safe by staying where they are. Know that through inner guidance, wisdom, and a belief in yourself, and by tapping into these tools, you'll be propelled forward on a positive, life-changing path. Do not conform to what society or other individuals expect of you at this time. It's your own adventure. During this time, be like an innocent child with fresh eyes and give yourself permission to live, play, love, and above all, laugh. Okay. Next, another major arcana. It's the 5, wisdom. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. This card illustrates that there's a spiritual teacher who's about to influence you or step into your life to impart his or her wisdom. Look around. Is there someone in your life who has the acumen, education, knowledge, and ability to integrate spirituality and its laws into the constraints of the physical world? This could be a compassionate person who offers guidance and inspiration and reminds you that you're so much more than a physical being. You're also a spiritual being with unlimited potential. You may have also drawn this card to confirm that it's time to reach out and find an organization or group of like-minded souls. Being part of a group where you can be yourself, share your past, and give valuable feedback can infuse you and encourage you to be all that you can be. Kindred support helps you live life to your highest ideals, finding the true inspiration and enlightenment that's part of your soul. Over time, the student often becomes the teacher, so don't be surprised when others seek out and find you. This card of wisdom is letting you know that you have so much to share, whether you realize it or not. This is considered the therapy. Next, we have patience and time. Patience and time. Good things come to those who wait. This card signifies the qualities of patience and letting go of control. You should now pause, rest, assess, and rethink what's in front of you before continuing. The number 7 physical card reminds you to reevaluate the goals that you are seeking, your finances, and even your relationship. Take the time to review each area one by one, so there's no rush when you're planning for a successful future. As you pause during this period, notice what has worked well for you in the past. Not what you or others believe to be true, but in actual positive experiences. While you're at this reflecting stage, you can stand back and plan how you're going to handle potentially difficult, complex decisions and situations that may arise in the future. Next, we have the third eye chakra. The color is indigo, the sign is stone, the element is light, the gland pituitary, keywords I see. This is the most often talked about of all the chakras because data points and receive. Intuition and higher levels of consciousness are all associated with this energy center, found between your eyebrows and just above the bridge of your nose. It works closely with the throat and crown chakras and will assist you with your psychic and intuitive inner guidance. To balance the third chakra, a recommendation is that you practice walking, meditations, breath work, yoga, tai chi, visualizations, and prayer therapy. Don't just focus on this one chakra as part of your development, as it's important to remember that they should all be in balance in order to work in unison and harmony. So, we'll turn off. Then we're just going to see the next one. So after the 10th and the 10th chakra, rulers of love, heartache and loss, the waiting game, and shocking fear. So, these cards, they could be in your future making up, right? They could be in your present. They could be in your past, but it cannot be. So, the thing about reading cards, I'm personally myself, I'm going to read you the card the way I see it, or the way it reads in the book. However, I kind of would rather stay away from negativity because I feel like, as a reader, right, if I just only look at it from that perspective, chances are if you are really believing the reading and you really believe it's from you, then you're going to be believing that these bad things are going to come into your life, right? So, it's up to you what you do with the information. If I'm reading something that's not so positive, like being trapped in fear, you can look at it like, oh, I've been down, I know how that feels. This is how I released myself before, and it worked. So I'm good about hearing it, but I already know what to do about it, how to handle it. So, and I don't even recognize it as it being part of my life during this time period, right? If you claim that it's not for you, then I believe that it's not for you, okay? And if it happens to come to pass that it was for you, you already know that, oh, I saw this coming, and this is what I needed to do to rectify it, so it didn't affect me as bad as, say, it did 3 years ago or 5 years ago. Okay, so anyways, so moving forward, we have fertility, that's considered the Empress. And then afterwards as well, do the time thing with Google and Joanne, the scribe lady. Okay. Number 3, fertility. Through this card, the manifestation of growth is on the horizon. You are the creator, and the seeds that you have planted in the past, whether they're happiness, comfort, abundance, prosperity, family, children, ideas, or even pets, are now ready to give birth into your world. Be patient as you watch your seeds take root and grow. Nurture them as they become strong and healthy. Open yourself to the life force of the universe. This card can also represent femininity, and Mother Earth who is calling to you. The arms of the beauty are reaching out. She wants to embrace you on her seashores, mountains, forests, and waters. Go to her and meet her halfway. Acknowledge that the same energy that makes it in heaven's birth, plants, animals, and mineral kingdom is also part of you. Start nurturing yourself and infuse your soul with love and compassion so others will see and feel your devotion. As you interact with others around you now, or even if you're in the midst of solving a problem, use gentle care and kindness as you handle such situations. This isn't a time for you to be inconsiderate, possessive, domineering, forceful, or pushy. Act from that loving space of your heart center. The benevolent energy that resides there will assist you in making sacrifices in order to care for and help others as well as yourself. Next, you have intuition. That is the 2 card. Intuition is the language of the soul when this card shows up in the reading. It's a clear message that it's time for you to use your intuition. Just give it a chance and you'll quickly notice how it might be trying to get your attention. With so much information in this world vying for your every thought, it's easy to ignore or fail to acknowledge your insights. Synchronicities and so-called coincidences are powerful signs that intuition is knocking on your door. Have you heard a phrase or saying repeated by more than one person today? Do the same numbers keep showing up in your life? Has someone mentioned the name of a specific individual and you just thinking of it? These are all signals for you to pause, be open, and pay attention. This is a perfect time to seek the answers from within. Turn inward where you'll find the solution and valuable insights that are waiting to assist you. When you learn to use and trust your intuition, you'll begin to have a sense of not only the right timing, but you'll also begin to perceive people and situations with a deeper and more discerning eye. You'll not only observe beneath or beyond what's actually coming to you, you'll see the real deal. This is the High Priestess. Next, we have the Sacral Chakra. The color is orange, the sun is air, the element is water, the ground's testicles are ovaries. Keywords I want. Known as the sacral chakra, the second chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. To keep the chakra balanced and its energy flowing, try dancing, moving your hips and lower abdomen. Use a color meditation and practice yoga. Express your sexuality and nurture yourself. And remember, you do matter. Next is material and spiritual prosperity. That's a 6. The number 6 physical card represents a peaceful, tranquil time when problems seem to actually disappear. A sudden bonus, pay raise, or even a promotion could be an offering. It could be expected or arrive out of the blue. This card may also signify a group that has worked and strived toward the success of a common goal. A time of prosperity, balance, and harmony in your physical and spiritual existence is showing you that the practice of giving and receiving will bring you true riches. Look into your life and see where you can spread spiritual and physical wealth. Is there a person or a favorite charity that would be welcome an act of kindness right now? Practice generosity, gratitude, and compassion so that you continue to prosper in all areas of your life. Next, transformations. That's a 13 major arcana. A time of endings is close at hand. Do not resist the abrupt changes that are suddenly happening in your life. These could be taking place in your personal life, relationships, business, or career. You have the strength, as the transformation card asks you to have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. This card comes forth to remind you that The death of an old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward on your new path. Transformation is all about the ebb and flow of life cycles. Nothing in this life remains motionless. Everything is on its way to somewhere, except the changes and opportunity will come to expand you in more ways than you could ever imagine. You can't live in the past. It's time to move on. In order to take the next positive step, you should look closely at your own life and ask yourself, are there loose ends that need to be tied up? Are there people in my life whom I need to express myself to? What needs to be completed so I can have a fresh start? When you do so, you'll have a stronger, more reinforced foundation to carry you through the new beginnings that await you. This is considered the fifth point. Suffering in silence. Sometimes when we know that a change is coming and we're like stuck between a rock and a hard place, maybe we see the future when we make a change as to be a happy, rewarding time, right? But knowing that, certain people or certain person or, it might be a whole group that'll leave you behind because they want to hold you back instead of seeing you move forward by yourself to do better, right? Be happier. So sometimes when it's like that, you do have a hard time letting go of the people that maybe you gave a lot to. Maybe you were very giving and you didn't really care about really getting anything in return because you cared about that person or those people so much, right? But now you finally realize that there's a completion coming up. And are you finally ready to let go of those limiting negative beliefs? Or are you allowing the issues in your life to become bigger than they really are? Your mind has been doing quite a job of you lately, and even your dreams may be trying to get your attention. When you learn to let go of the worry, despair, and sense of hopelessness, a positive new way or path will be shown to you. This part follows, or doesn't follow the tracking field. Tracking field is kind of behind it. Okay? So it's saying, when your fears aren't confronted, your mental anguish will continue. This is a reminder to take action and trust that your soul and the power of spirit will grasp you firmly by the hand and guide you. But you must take the first step toward healing and let go of the mental distress. Do not suffer in silence. Reach out for the help that's available. So, I think mostly men tend to suffer in silence. Well, I don't know if that's really actually true, but men are usually told to just deal with their situations, and it's hard for them to talk about it because when they were little, getting raised up that being really, they were taught to be tough and not to talk about their feelings and that sort of thing. That's really wrong. I think sometimes that happens with women, but I would say mostly it happens with men. And the men are undercompensated and the women are overcompensated growing up as. And it might even be that way in adult life too. I'll see conflict and defeat. This could mean that you've been fighting this change possibly. Because there's people you need to leave behind. You want the transformation, but are you willing to leave the people behind so you can elevate? Or are you willing to sacrifice yourself for the people you're leaving behind and stay? I think that someone's been sacrificing themselves for quite a while, and they're probably believing the truth that's being fed to them and why they should stand. And it's a, kind of like this. If I can guilt you into doing something, but I know that you'd be better off doing the opposite, and you probably know that you'd be better off doing the opposite. But if I can guilt you to give in to my wants and my needs, and for you to sacrifice yours, and I know what to try the next time you decide to want to leave. Right? Because if it worked before, it might work again. And if it doesn't work this time, maybe I've already had time to devise plan B. Right? So, like I said, the negative cards, conflict and defeat, this could very well be someone else having these things. You could say, hey, I'm transforming. You want to know why? Because this is in my path once I transform. I'm not going to let you guys talk me out of it again. I'm leaving and going on my way and doing me. I'm tired of doing you guys and getting nothing in return. I put in all this work and I benefit nothing. And I've sacrificed my wants and desires just to try to make you guys happy. And I realized that people who are takers, they never satisfy because they didn't have to do anything to earn that. They just find people who are willing to give, and they use them until they're done giving. Now it could be these people suffering. Oh, I treated him or I treated her a certain way. Now they're out of my life. What did I do? I took advantage of them. I manipulated them. I made them sacrifice their wishes, their happiness for mine. And the happiness only lasted a short period of time, and I just wanted more and more and more. And he or she just kept giving me more and more and more. Now they see that I'm just a taker. And I have to readjust my life because they were really the breadwinner in this relationship. They're the ones that gave a lot. Now I have to budget my finances. Now I have to, be very meticulous on how I spend my money so I can make my ends meet. And I know I screwed up and ruined a good thing. I knew I was karmic, but he accepted me for who I was, and he loved me. And all I did was take. I'll never find a guy like that again. Do something like that, right? Okay, moving forward. The destiny. So you see, it's probably most likely what I said. Someone's transformed when he said, I have all this in my life coming to me. I've worked on my chakras. I've worked on all my chakras. I made a point to work on you. I made a point to open up my senses to my intuition. I decided to nurture myself and not nurture anybody else. I've did all. I've shown you a lot of truth that I couldn't see before. I've been patient. I've been kind. Through all of this, I don't have any regrets. I know what I've learned. I know what I've seen. I know what to look for next time. And I've grown from now. Look at my hair's growing. New beginning. Please been the path. I know that I always have to speak my truth. And I always have to protect my truth. And I always have to live out my truth because that's all I have it in this life is, am I a truthful man or am I a lying man? So My destiny is better. It's better than what I could ever imagine. And that's where I'm going. Material harvest. Yeah, I know I gotta put the work in. But I know that where I went wrong before. I know that hurting people to get what I want is never the way to go. I have to be desperate for it. I have to get the help working. I have to live with integrity and honesty and self-love and love of others and fair trading on it. And now my life's moving so fast in the right direction. And this is the time to thank God for everything in my life. The good times, the bad times. The bad times were blessings in disguise for me to grow and to learn. And the joyous times are the times just as bad as the bad times when it was a blessing in disguise that I could thank God for all my lessons. Thank God for everything in my life. Thank God for being forgiving and loving and caring. He's Lord. He can guide me out of very hard places. Okay, so let me do the time thing, okay? I hope everybody is able to get some value out of that reading. And let's see what time it is. 6:34. Okay, so I'm going to end it now, and then on my community, I'm going to do 6:34 on the angel number, okay? That way I can get this beginning to get downloaded. Okay, so look for that in the community if you're interested in knowing the angel number or the time that this reading ended, which is 6:34 p.m. Thank you, everybody. God bless. I'll see you the next time. Thank you so much. You are my purpose, so stay with me, okay? And thank you, God, for the opportunity to read for all these people here. And please like, share, and subscribe, and make a comment for the algorithm of the channel. And any donations would be greatly appreciated, even if it's just energetic. Okay? God bless you. Sending you love, light, peace, happiness, healing, all the goods, okay? See you on the next time. Aloha.